Hello, 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 everybody. How's it going today? It's me. I'm back, and like I promised, we're here doing some painting now. A little bit of a heads up. I've got a new model. It's not done, obviously, but look at those eyes. And yes, okay, I'm not talking. It's not gonna pick me up very well because I'm still in the process of doing it, but I've got to just give me 1 second. Doesn't like me right now. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's just increase this by a lot, and this should be, yeah, it's working a bit better now. Uh, well, I'm not, like I said, I'm not done with it. I couldn't really get happy with how the melt went, so I redid that. The eyes I couldn't get done because I couldn't get them to blink, because when I did it up, I don't know what I did wrong, but I only have half opened eyes. I look like I'm squinting. So, there's that. And I can only do this, I can't turn my head side to side. So it's going to take a bit. That's because I got some beautiful eyes. Thanks to Joka. Anyway, let's just get over to here. Ah, damn it. Anything's changed a little bit. Yeah. So, we're here and we're going to be painting. And as Saber suggested, did this thing actually finally fuse? Yay, it did. I don't know if you're talking to me or Joka. Anyway, so I'm going to be starting with this. Oh, that just makes me sad. This is what I had completed on my own. Focus is not good, but yeah, that's what I've done. I have all of this. I mean, you are the cute person here. Where'd I put him? See if I can just. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus on him. Doesn't matter if I back it up, get it close. Doesn't really want to focus on him. But yeah, I've got all of these. I've got those. That might work. Yeah, no focal point. That's the problem. I have a variety of brushes to be doing this with. Some of them have not really fared all that well. I could be a hand model. For my smaller models, I'll be using this as a holder because I'm broke. And I also have a variety of paints, as you can see here. Some of them, like McCraig Blue, I won't be using. Maybe. We'll see. I don't really have... Oh yeah, I could. Just you sit and watch. Or let's try to sit. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of paint variety. I mean, I have a decent amount. I was wondering what that sound was. Alright, I'm gonna swap over to this. Oh god. Oh god. Mute! When I say mute, you mute. No, I'm making meat shields for him. Yeah, but say that to my tank. Tanks. Because I looked up the rules for this guy. And, my god. Also, apparently, I think it's a heavy, but I have my Turox can shoot 20 times. Maybe it is rapid fire. No, I think it's a heavy. Yeah, but you have money and I'm broke. I'm working with what I got, man. You want to make it fair? Give me a knight or a Baneblade or two. Where did I put that other green paint? There it is. But I'm currently debating on what I'm going to be doing for this. I know I've got to get some gunmetal on the barrel here. I have an idea of what I'm going to be doing for this, but I have no idea if it'll even work out. You could, and if I actually play decently and my rolls are in my favor, I could completely wipe the floor with you. Don't underestimate the Imperial Guard. Also, this is going to be a bit kind of wobbly, like it's kind of bouncing right now. I can't really control that because the thing I have it on is just a little, very flimsy thing. It's the only way I can get the point to work. But as long as I don't touch things too much and there's not too much vibration, it shouldn't bounce too much. Point for point, I have a good chance. So here's a question, is how are we going to paint this bad boy? Because this guy is designed for night ops. That's why I painted him this way. You can't exactly have a tank for night ops. You can obviously camouflage it for night operations, but seeing my hands do that, it's kind of weird because of lag, because I feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience. Yeah. But I don't know if I want to have him with lighter greens, give him a bit of darker greens, like him. Like, there's a few ways I could go with it. So what do you guys think? Should I go with a bit of lighter greens? What should I give this guy? I know what I'm doing for the treads. I'm actually kind of upset I don't have tread protectors. But I can just take those for points later on anyways, or build something around it. Then again, he doesn't need tread protectors. I'm not doing rainbow, I don't have the colors for rainbow. These are my colors. Very helpful, Rex, very helpful. A spline-like color? Don't know what that means. Well, I would look up and share an image, but it's kind of hard to Google basilisk. Yeah, fair enough. Where is Medlight Belcher? Is this the one that's open? Don't think it's... I want to open the one that's already not... It's not opened yet. think it's you. I think you're the one that's already opened. Yeah, you're the one that's already opened. Splitter? I don't remember anything called Splitter. Gotta mix up my paints, that's why I have toothpicks. So, the rule for this thing is, if you can't tell from the look of it, and I'll give you a better look around, this is an artillery piece. It is mobile artillery. I believe it has the largest range in the game, but they may have nerfed that since I first started playing. Right now, I know it's 250 inches. I don't think there is anything that has the same range on it. It also doesn't need to have sight lines either, so. God, this is so thick. Okay. Yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be thick, but god damn is this thick. Nope, still longest save for things that don't have a max range. Some Necron things don't have a range to just roll the hit. Fair. But I mean, like, for a thing that has a range, it's probably the longest, the biggest. Oh, you piece of shit. I don't have anything good for transferring water. I'm kind of just doing what I can. Great, I'm freaking glowing already. What is my base? I don't really think I need one that big, but we'll see. I just realized I forgot something important, so once I mix this up with some water, I'm gonna be right back. Because I need paper towel. So yeah, give me 1 minute. I forgot something important. Alright. I am back. Check out the reference image. Oh, that's not a bad one. Okay. Well, gotta make sure that I'm doing this on camera, so you guys can. I'm not doing it on camera. Not exactly used to this yet, so I do apologize. This is going to be a little jank. Try to get this a bit closer for you guys. God damn it, Saber. Joka, I think you need to bonk somebody. Keep pulling it away from the camera, I'm sorry. For once, it's not me. There it is. Oh yeah. Nice little thing on the barrel here. I can't remember if this is what kind of gun this is either. Is it a storm bolter? Rex, I need answers. Alright. This, storm bolter? Stubber. So it's a heavy stubber. Or is this just a regular stubber? I'm definitely gonna need some metals on here. Saber, what the heck has gotten into you? I also have a plan that right on the ends here, and especially for this bit here, there's going to be some exposed metal and like burnt. So let's get this bit cleaned off. Get this thing a little bit wet. Well, Rex keeps offering, but you should probably keep denying him. Man, this thing does not want to pick up the paint. There we go. Well, I mean, you don't want to give in to Rex. That would just be, giving in to Rex. Nobody wants to do that. Oh God. The timing on that was great. Alright, I need to get some of this off. I applied it a bit too thick. But that actually kind of turned out pretty good. I like. Yeah, it's partially. I think it's part of it's partially the camera. It does stuff like this. Yeah, I know I need a manicure. You gotta come down here and do it. Damn it. Cyberpunk Red, that'd actually be pretty good. But yeah, Saber, you want to give me a manicure? You want to give me some shiny nails? Like, get your butt over here and do it. Or get Lunar up here to do it. One of you two has to do it. I would say Joka, but that's a bit too far. Alright, so hit those. I feel like these bits on the back should probably be metal. Maybe the whole platform? What do you guys think? Yeah. I also got to keep applying quickly so that way I can make sure it doesn't dry. But it does. Maybe the flat edges. I could do a white. I'm just going to get it all gussied up now. And I do have tape somewhere that I can put over this, painter's tape. So that way I don't get the white on the flat parts. Come on, I need you to get out of here. Really wants to stay in those creases. And it's fine if I get his boots. Again, I can just paint over it. For something like this, it's not a big deal as I'm trying to do nice big area. And anything that I do over for this, again, just do it over. There are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Somebody said I was being Bob Ross before I was going to do a Bob Ross thing, so I'm gonna embody Bob Ross. I almost said imbibe Bob Ross, but that would have been bad. I had to do this first. I actually have a big old can of green spray paint. They normally come in a gray. If you give me one sec. Come on, get out of there. This is part of my Torox. All of this. Obviously, I can't put all this on one thing, but yeah. And a Torox is, I know that somebody, you hear me say Torox, and you're just like, I don't know what that is. It's an armored APC, fast moving with wheels. Built specifically for the Scions. I think. At least the Tempest, the Torox Prime is. I need a smaller one to get him by his feet. But that's fine. I have plenty of brushes. and quite a bit of time to do this. Especially because COVID's hitting so bad over here. Although I will say, our guy is doing his job. Our numbers aren't going down because he's a moron. We only had 13,000 today. You know what they say, built Ford tough. Built Ford goddamn stupid. Ontario, it's the place to be. Because there's really not else to go anywhere else outside of the East Coast. Going east, furthest you want to stop is Quebec. Maybe. Trust me, after that, it's a no man's land. Damn it, you had to come off too. Oh, fine, you're gonna be stuck like this for a bit. Ah! Stop. Stop. There we go. This is definitely one of the things that would have been better if I had painted before I put it together. But I had put this together years ago. Back before Apocalypse was even released. The hell did I just swipe Bo's arm? For those of you who don't know, Apocalypse was one of the game modes that was released back in 2011? No, but I have a basement and masks that didn't really do great. I still kind of got high. And yeah, that was a fun flying time. Thank God huffing paint is not addictive. I hope it's not addictive. Probably the high is addictive, but let's not get into that. Yeah, I know I'm having a difficult time keeping it on camera because I want to have it closer up to me. And I also keep hitting the goddamn thing. May need some more lead belcher soon. I feel like those are sprues I should have chopped off. God. Why have I not noticed that till now? Yeah, I know. No, that's metal filler. That was from a bad weld job. Let's just leave it as that. I'm not going to get rid of that big-ass part. Like, I have been staring at this thing for days, and even before I primed it, I have been staring at it, and I never noticed those bits of the sprue on there. I have clippers. Clip, clip, clip. Also, it's a shitty little ladder. I mean, even that little bit that's right there, that is clearly from, I guess, extra paint or something, or glue. I don't know. I can just use that as, just from repairs, from overuse. It's probably been damaged, God knows how many times, so. That's the excuse I'm using for not getting my file and getting rid of it. Because I think it works in a narrative sense. Out of context, that is so weird, Saber. I'm not gonna lie. Can't be. Story time, Saber. You brought it up. Now, the bottom of this thing is going to be just absolutely dirty. And I mean, like, I've got browns and stuff. I've sliced my foot and a few knives fall on my foot. Fun times. Ew. The only scars I have on my body are either from my sister's thumb, which is right here. Like, you can't even see it now. Like, that was her thumbnail. And she didn't even break the skin. It's also really bright, so you can't see it anyways. And from when I fell on a piece of stone as a child, some sidewalk, cinder block? I can't remember what it was. Pathway of sorts. Oh. Done did a hydrating. And one that is almost completely gone on my arm from a popcorn kettle. Knives have never cut me. Me and knives have good relations. And that's including when I worked at Subway. Now, the metal Cambros at Subway and McDonald's, those have cut me. Was slicing bark off sticks for cooking marshmallows when the blade gets stuck in a knot or something and slipped. That's why you never cut towards yourself. But hindsight's 20/20. Yeah, I'm liking how this is turning out so far. Let's just give this a few brushes over just to make it all uniform and in the same direction. Hmm. Two massive scars on my legs, of which I can only assume was made with very sharp knives. Made by very sharp knives. Well, isn't the one on your leg not due to a knife, but due to a pew-pew? True. Huh. Didn't realize the paint peeled off there. That's why I got primer. Alright, so I've got that. What else on here should be metal? Some of this here, maybe? I feel like these should... Yeah, these should definitely be metal. It's going to be impossible to get it all. Just because of angles and such. Again, should have painted it before I put it together. Hindsight's 2020. I still love that the guy apologized to you. Not the guy that shot you, but the driver. That is such a Canadian story. Like, you will never find something like that happen like that in America. It's hilarious. Boo-da-boo. Yeah, I'm running out of gray. But I'm sorry. Also, I feel like you should say X. In this specific case, I feel like X is appropriate. Okay, that's a LARP arrow. And you get hit in the dick a lot, so that's nothing. Also, my avatar is obviously judging my paint job. No, 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 no. See, I don't get hit in the dick a lot anymore. I used to when I was a kid. I don't anymore. I don't have dick protection like you do now. No. We're not talking about sex. We're talking about, somebody getting hit in the dick with a football. Mother's probably texting me like, would you stop talking about... I don't know. I honestly don't know how to change it. I know it's in the settings somewhere. Because, yeah, you were able to type dick like it was, nothing, so maybe it's just his settings. But then again, I would be seeing it like that, too. I don't know. Sometimes chat's confusing. If they'll actually let this be legal. Some people are very particular about paint jobs. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything. Then again, I'm not one to judge, because I am a big old bitch baby. And Joka, I'll be watching that clip you sent into chat later. Just, probably not a good idea to do it now. It would just get confusing. Also, I wish I had an airbrush. I have one airbrush color. Because I didn't realize it was airbrush when I bought it. I didn't see the air. I just saw chrome red. But airbrushing some of these things would actually be pretty nice. Okay, some long strokes for different blokes. Bad joke, I know. The back, great to be silver. The front, I'm going to have it as a camo. Because the back, you're not worried about people sneaking up behind you when you're in a basilisk. So it can be whatever color you want. But for the Imperial Guard, obviously. Now, I actually also plan on having some blast marks on this, which is going to be difficult. Like, I don't quite know how I'm going to put blast marks on here. See if this will... Yeah, on the shielding part. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But we're going to find out how it's going to turn out. Might as well get this whole thing painted silver. Because I just feel like the back would be just gunmetal. wouldn't be well taken care of. They just need to make sure that it's not gonna explode or fall apart. So oh, this chair is not comfortable for long periods of sitting. Well, la-di-da, Joka. Sometimes painting is half the fun. Yeah, you're also gonna hear people because, yeah, it is very therapeutic. I can't paint either. Oh, I need to stand up for a minute. Ow. Ugh. But you have a better artistic taste than I do, so you'd be able to do this stuff. I don't need a standing desk. I need a friggin' better seat than a friggin' apple barrel seat that's meant for skinnier people. I think it's about time. If I paint will be everywhere except for the model. It's called paintball. That's true. Where did I put that lead belcher again? This is the one, right? Yeah, this is the one. But at the same time, again, painting is rather therapeutic. And you don't need to be good at it. You just have to have fun while doing it. Oh, there goes the doggos. Satan's hellhounds. I think we're good. See, because I am getting paint everywhere, but I'm not caring. Okay. And I get that because I'm the same way. However, this is literally the first model I ever painted, and look how good it turned out. Come on. Update. This way? Oh, well, you've seen it. Doesn't matter. You've seen it. You don't need to friggin' throw it over your head again. I'm trying to wait to get it around there. Oopsies. It's all bouncy now. If you're prone to motion sickness, I don't apologize. Because things don't need to be perfect. You can still be happy with them. I told you to call in sick. Could have been painting with me. Could have had your stuff on screen too. But no, you had to friggin' go to work like an adult. By the way, that's true. You could put splash paint on a canvas and sell it for millions. Rex, before I forget, you need to. Is there a number I can call to inquire about my job application? Just so I can be like, hey, I am interested in this job. I'm just wondering, you know. Yeah, because I kind of really need this job. And it's not going to literally kill me by driving. Splash painting. Yeah, but it looked good, didn't it? And now I'm just lathering on the paint because I'm trying to get into areas that it's hard for me to reach. And if anybody questions why it's like this, well, again, hindsight's 2020. But I made a happy little accident. God, stop hitting the camera. And if you want to talk about the happy little accidents that's ever happened, my parents had me. I've expected my mother to run down and be like, you shut up. You were a mistake, not an accident. Oh, come on, I just insulted myself and you're gagging. That doesn't seem right. I have plenty of men. I have plenty of units for that. Please, Joker, for the love of God, don't clip that. I beg of you. Thank you. Oh God, I don't even know. I'm still worried about that clip because it's out of context. I could just pop this thing off and make it so much easier, but it won't ever go back on. Because I might break it. Because that one's too close, that one's too far away. feel like I should mute my mic for a second and just listen to it on my phone. See how much I have to punish you later. You know what? I'll take a surprise for now. Oh, honey. Don't tell me what I can and can't handle. I could disappoint 3 of you at the same time. Come on, that was funny. Joka, I've known you for longer. I can handle you fine. The only reason why I can't normally handle people is I never know if things are going to go too far. But if anything's okay and everything is permitted, then you better watch out. I was kind of stealing a bit from Assassin's Creed there. Damn it, Saber. It's time for me to redeem some points for Saber. Where is it? Wait, where is it? "10 minutes, Saber. 10 minutes." Yeah, I'll set the alarm. Yeah, I could. Of course, I could do that. I'm the friggin' owner of the thing. Okay. Set a 10-minute timer. Horny jail for Saber.
Alright, a 10-minute timer called Saber. And we're starting now.
I'll put you on a timer too. I'm being a good boy. Also, Joka, I know you say it's unfair because I have all them points. I don't have all them points. I have unlimited points. Technically, so does Rex. Oh, that's adorable. And so does Dante, and that might have been my phone actually. Yeah, I think it was a game app. Uh, that's funny. And I just saw Joker's comment towards Shaz's new book for the role playing game, and that's adorable. Yep, Cyberpunk 2020 was a uh, tabletop long before it was a video game. Same with Vampire the Masquerade. I mean, what little I've played of it, I enjoyed. I just kind of got distracted and uninstalled it, like I do with a lot of stuff. Now, do I do the shading or the layer next for this? Obviously, I've got to do more than uh, just this before I start doing any sort of shading, but I think I've done all I can for the middle part. Gotta go over it a few more times because sometimes it just doesn't like to stay on. It likes to leave a little bit of green behind, but that's okay. Hmm. No, but I mean for like the metal and stuff, giving it a bit of a like a layer to a solid color will help make it look more like an actual metal instead of just that. And obviously the gun part doesn't need to be have a layer on it, but this will. Which reminds me, I need to clear this off. I need to get in with a smaller brush, smaller brush. Get in between this guy's legs. I do plan on doing a bit of a black tarnish on it as well, especially on the gun. Get a nice little dry brush of black on there. Obviously, I've got to get this with a nice coat of bronze. What's my good bronze? That's brass. I'm actually not sure which one would look better now. How? Okay, so I've done metal. Now, what about the rest of it? What should the tracks be? Because I know the tracks got to be kind of dirty. Obviously, they're going to be going through mud and dirt and stuff like that. But should they be a darker gray? Well, I kind of want to have them look like tracks because like actually give them like a normal track color. I could always just put Ashergate on it, but that would waste up a lot of it, and I kind of want that for my bases. But like I do want to give it like a bit of a brownish going over it. Thing is, I don't really have a good brown. I mean, I have this, which is my earth shade. I got Bugman's Glow. That's kind of a brownish. Let's see how that looks out. Because I can always just paint over it. That doesn't look right on the camera. That just looks so weird. Oh god, this is a clay. This is a clay color. Could work. Let's get you ready to go. Have a new toothpick for stirring. See where it's the first time I've opened this up. I actually think a clay could work actually really well. It's got a little bit of... It is now. It just went off. You're free, Saber. You're free. Dear God. Damn, that might be a good idea. Need to check something. Horny girls in my friggin' stream now. Don't chase away people, you two. And it didn't turn out like I thought it would. It's a bit too thick. Shrek, you had to go and make it weird, didn't you? On the back, yes, but for when you're facing it like this, like I plan on going over this part here again with okay, good, it did show with a different color. But for the back, it's not really necessary because you're going to be facing this way and you're going to be at a long distance. Like that's where you're shooting. I don't know if I like this. It might look good once it's got a wash over it. Because it looks a lot lighter here. It almost looks like flesh on the camera. That's what I plan on doing. I just don't know if I can. Alright. This might be dumb. Wish I had one. See if I can get some of this off. Yeah, doesn't look terrible, but need to add in just the tiniest touch of black. So which black should I use? Abaddon or Corvus? I think Corvus is a bit lighter. Yeah, it's a bit lighter. I'm going to go with Corvus. I don't want to make it too dark. Boys! Boys! Shush your mouths! It's just Dad! Don't. No. No. We don't get along enough for that. That does it even worse. Might be a bit too much. But, oh well. See how it turns out. Gonna use a brush. Toothpick, not good for mixing. This might also not mix well, and it might not even make a big impact on the color. And I'm seeing almost no change. I'm going to need a bit more of that black. Where did they put it? I don't need to be blowing air bubbles into paint. There might be a little bit after supper, but I also plan on doing some more Skyrim. It's not looking great yet. I'm going to add a little bit of bronze, or brass, and that might change the color the way I like it. I'm running out of toothpicks. Well, either that was too much or just enough. We'll find out. That's still just looking... I need to not be so conservative with the dark. That was a lot of brass I put in. It barely did anything. That's looking better. Looking a bit muddy. Oh yeah, that's looking like mud. Now here's Father. Such a gentleman.
Oh, hello. How are you? There's your silly brother. He won't come down, eh? Tell him to stop his barking. Get up there and tell him to stop his barking. Yeah, in a minute.
Yeah. The puppers are barking. Yeah, see now that's looking like a mud. I just have to put in some silver underneath. Or not underneath, but some silver here and there, and it might actually turn out to be good. Then again, these guys are meant to be going through some pretty nasty terrain, so who knows, maybe they just never cleaned it. We'll see how things turn out.
Yeah, give me a few seconds to get up here, okay, bud?
Maybe I didn't apply it so thick on top. Some of it wiped off. Actually, kind of helps bring it out a bit. Looks a lot better now. cramp in my leg. Yeah, I think that's actually looking pretty good. Not too much onto it. Enough to wipe off. And yeah. Looks like mud. Especially using like a paper towel, actually, I think kind of gives it a nice little bit of a texture detail to it that looks pretty sick. And yeah, once I throw a wash over that, that's going to look really good. See, Choka? Just happy little accidents. I cannot be angry with that. If I had done the silver first, it would be even better. But oh well, it still looks good. Looks like there's a bit of grass in there. Alright, I just need to stand for a minute because, again, seat, not comfortable. Ooh. Oh, that back crack felt good. Oh. Alright, I've done that. I need to look at a stubber. Kind of get ideas for the color on that. Yeah, I know, Twitter. So usually a bit of black. I'm not gonna lick the microphone. I promise you that. I'm not that weird. You've known me long enough, Canucket. You know I'm not gonna do something weird like that. Alright, so I got that. Stubber, I'm gonna need black. I need the brass for these. What am I gonna do about the side paneling? Because generally the whole thing of a Lehman Russ and a Basilisk is they're almost all camo on the front and sides. No, you can do it good ASMR videos that aren't going to be like me licking licking weird things. So don't worry. Plan on doing those at some point, but it's not going to be one of the weird ones. It's just going to be me talking softly. Which is rather difficult because me doing this actually puts more strain on my voice than it does shouting. But for all you ladies out there, my avatar is having none of that. Well, what can I do for a good camo? I've already done that for that. Could the flesh do good for a camo? Should I just get a lighter green? I think I'll try to go for a lighter green. White isn't so chunky anymore. It's been driving me nuts. I even had to water it down and mix it. It was just so chunky. Still kind of chunky. Feel on the bottom. So much of the pigment just doesn't want to mix in. Wish I knew why. Maybe it's just the white pigment doesn't like it. Titanium dioxide, I think. I don't think it's white enough for titanium dioxide. Well, we'll find out how this is going to turn out. God, it's lime green now. I put in too much white. More green, I guess. Try to dilute it. Okay, it doesn't look so bad. Yeah, once that dries and I get it washed, it'll actually turn out really good. Kinda has a bit of a watermelon feel. But like I said, there's no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Let's all just embody Bob Ross in our painting. May he rest in peace and not be rolling over in his grave over the fact that I'm embodying him. But he was in the military. Maybe he'd like this. Who knows? I mean the painting aspect of the tank, not so much the actual thing itself. Once I go back in time, if I ever can, I'll ask him. Like, hey, Mr. Ross, I kind of, embodied you when doing this. It's like, it didn't look great, but it turned out great in the end. God, meeting my heroes would be so great if I could go back in time, because that's the only way I'm going to meet them. Turned out to be a little depressing, didn't it? I apologize. Getting some over that is going to be hard, but I'll figure it out. Just a little bit more on the end, right about here. Yeah, so obviously it's going to have to dry so I can put on multiple layers because it's a bit of a layer paint. The green is, it's not normal green. It's not like the rest of my paints. It's the army paint war paints. Guess I should hold it like this. That's not getting me close. This is, God, I'm an idiot. The translation does not do me well. I'm not a big fan of it. It doesn't like to stick to just the model itself. But for paint, it's actually worked out pretty well because that's how I got these darker colors. So I just mixed it with a bit of Abaddon Black. So just let this dry. Start doing the bulldozer next. Or the bulldozer blade. Once this dries, it's going to look really nice. I'm going to be really proud of this too. And you know what? You guys should be too, because we're all part of this. We're all in this together. Even Rex and his hate for the Imperial Guard has helped make this tank look good. Damn it, Joka. I'm blaming you now. Got that friggin' song stuck in my head. You're about to ask what? I know you don't. Oh yeah. I am very happy about what this is turning out to be. Now, that song, now that's stuck in my head, but the leak song gets stuck in my head for a minute. That's turning out really good. Mostly because I ended up having to look up the slower one because that's the version I have stuck in my head. It's not quite yet ready for a wash. Still got some more stuff I gotta do. Fuck, joke. That actually. I'm glad I pulled my brush away. Well, not expecting it, so yeah, it kind of scared the crap out of me. Take away your points for that. I wish I could. Yup. Only. I feel like I should have put some tape on the barrel just to make these a bit better. Oh, wow. It's starting to hurt a lot more. I need like a pillow or something. Even though it's got a cushion on it, it is not the most well cushioned thing. I was really happy with the barrel. He thinks I need a little bit of water. Really? I'm the winner? You sure you're just not staring into my eyes, Saber? Oh, time to hydrate. Delicious water. Methinks you doth protest too much. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the barrel. I might just keep it as a solid green. Alright, let's see. I think that's all dry and pretty good, so I think I'm done with that bit. You're the one who says that my eyes are just absolutely gorgeous, aren't you? They stare into your soul. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I am my avatar in this case.
Bitch! You listen here!
That was kind of the point. But do these eyes look brown to you? But why you gotta be in my channel now? Let's time you out for 10 seconds. Ban. Report. Submit report. Close. Guy's been banned. Alright, let's get a little bit of black for that stubber. The hardest thing that's going to be to paint onto here are the guys. But this is actually good because I want to get some of these guys the same color green as the rest of the camo. So this works out. I need a different brush for this. I need... Yeah, I know, but I did this like 10 years ago. So hindsight 2020. Let's get his fatigues the lighter green. His black armor can be the darker. But it's not a big deal. Just gotta work around it, take my time. And it'll come out good. Luckily for me, this guy's more exposed than the other guy. My little tank commander, you shall be good soon, I promise you. You shall be yelling fire soon enough. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, my back. Gotta get it more in the light. Let's move this light then. I have multiple lights on me right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus all the ceiling lights. One lamp, like a Pixar lamp. 3, 4 standing lamps. Getting some good light. That's why everything's so bright for you guys right now. In a good way. It actually doesn't seem all that bright. And I probably won't finish all these models on stream. Some of them I'm going to want to do just on my own time as well. But I can guarantee that when I'm done, every model that I finish, the sexies are going on Instagram and they're going on the Discord. So if you want to see them and you're not part of the channel, go click that Discord link and join. Go hit me up on Instagram, BD Azeroth, just as it is on here for Twitch. Same with Twitter. The sexies. The photos. Kind of stole that from Sorted Foods. They take photos of the foods, they call them, put them in the sexies. I'm not apologizing. They had a good term, so why not? And it's not food, so I definitely have to touch up his boots. Oh well. Joker, you can facepalm all you want. I think it's a good term. And that's good enough for me. Oh, goody! What am I missing? Well, too bad you're not, Ooh. Understandable then. But it's hard to take you out of context when you're only a text bubble, basically. If you're not talking, it's hard for somebody to take it out of context. Well, harder. I mean, I am in the Discord channel, Saber, so if you really wanted that to be taken out of context, all you have to do is pop in for like 5 seconds. I feel like this tank commander has to get in touch with HR after I'm done with him. No, it's right here. I'm getting very close to painting, and it's hard for me to get in close. I'll try to keep it on camera. Details back, give me back those details. Works. I have it. And it even sits around the neck. It's just very disorienting because I'm not used to it. It's also a little dirty. It was my grandfather's, actually. That's why I'm glad I have it. It's just, again, it's a little off-putting. Because, like, I can't tell if things are getting bigger. Although it does give me a better look inside the tank bits here. Yeesh. A lot of that's untouched, but there's not much I can do. I'd have to take it apart. And I don't want to risk damaging it. Alright. So, I am going to have to do a few touch-ups. Let's get on to finishing up these guys on their arms. Again, probably need multiple layers for certain bits. It's just the way the paint is. This guy's face is going to be damn near impossible. I'm going to try, though. A bit of red for his cap. I have red. But we're going to go next onto the stubber. Get that taken care of. And I'm going to need this paintbrush again because it is the perfect size for the stubber. I think I should go with the Corvus Black, though, because it has a bit of a blue tinge, and I think it might actually work here. Okay, I need to get rid of these. So they are now just in the way. I don't need a whole lot of this. Come on. Drip. You. Go back inside. Let's hope that works. That is just enough water to thin this out. It is not. And this might be too thin. You know what? No, actually, this is a pretty thick paint, so. Yeah, so this is kind of like a bluish black, so this will actually work kind of in my favor. So I don't want it too dark. Because of the platform it's on, it's not very stable. There's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Every time I just tap it slightly, it'll bounce. It's meant to hold a cell phone for like watching videos or something. It's also not meant to be on a very janky table stand either. Yay! Well, I can't wait to see what Joka did. Shit. I think it was only on those two parts. A little bit right there. Oh, are you two getting married? Oh, that's adorable. I'm invited to the wedding, right? I think it's only fair. I did introduce you two. Damn it, I can't get that song into my head. Thanks, Joka. Actually, this might actually make a good bit of camo too. Might have to paint over the middle one. That'll work. It's Corvus black, but it is it's not blue enough. Never mind. It's not camo blue. It's not camo black enough. Just a little bit more blue. Then it would have been perfect for that. Bouncy, bouncy. Alright, so I'm going to have to get some brass over that. And I've got a nice little brass that'll do that. Going to be a bit finicky. I could give them red tips for tracer rounds. But I could leave them black for armor penetration. I know that's just, in this case, it's just an aesthetic thing, but I might just leave it black for the tracer, for the AP rounds. Pretty much everything in 40k is armor penetrating, so if this little thing has a chance to destroy a tank, it's armor penetrating. Alright, I've done that. Stubber. Let it dry. Well, no point in avoiding it. Time to do the faces. Yeah, I've been doing this for about 2 hours, and I think I made some pretty good progress. The only thing I'm not quite sure on what to do with yet is this bit here. This, and I've got to do the flamer. The heavy flamer, and Rex, I'm gonna leave the heavy flamer for like last time I do this off camera. Rex, when you get home, if you have any of your tanks with heavy flamers, or any heavy flamers at all, can you show them to me? Like a nice up-close picture, just so I can see it. Stretch! Stretch! Oh, my back. Ow, my back. Oh, my back. So we're almost up to the point of washing. I need just a little bit of red, and I might do crone red. So I'm just airbrush red just to do his hat, because I won't have to water it down. It's already pretty thin. Comes in a bigger bottle. Bigger bottle. God, get on the fucking camera. There we go. He is a commander, so he deserves to have a red beret. Distinguish him from the other guys. Because this is an airbrush one, it's probably going to take multiple coats. But that's fine. Fair enough. Nope. I'm getting a message. Maybe Rex is home and has a picture of his flamers. Oh, that's Joka. With Revolver Ocelot. Yeah, don't. That was cringe when he did it. Get in there without touching his hands. Different. I'm assuming Rex isn't here anymore, that's why he probably hasn't responded, so. His ears are burning. I'll just remind him. And because he's part of a tank crew, give this guy's helmet a bit of a red. I know it's not normally, but I just don't want... Since I gotta go very, very basic with these guys, I don't want it just be all the same color. So it just won't look good. So give some variety where I can. Plus, these guys are from the planet Canadia. Not Cadia, Canadia. Not liked by a lot of their brethren. They usually shout things like, stupid Canadians. Is it an actual planet? No. Yes. Yes, they are from the unit in Nova Scotia. If I soak sugar in paint, would it look like dirt? I don't know what you mean. Because I feel like the sugar would dissolve because this is water-based acrylic paint. Stand. I mean, that's what I was thinking, but it is. Yeah, definitely attract ants. That would also dissolve. Maybe I put a bit too much paint on this guy. That is what I wouldn't mind doing. Yeah, that could work too. But that is one of the reasons why I have, and it's here somewhere, is this. I can't get it to stop bouncing. But this is a technical paint. And it gives the same effect that is currently on the bottom of this. Well, I wasn't putting it on there to read, but it's not a great one, but it's got this very rough finish. It is called Astro Granite. See if leaving it down here and putting a bit of extra light will help. It'd help if I could put it in the camera. It still kind of doesn't show up very well on the camera here. Partially because it's just not a great camera. But, yeah. It's textured just like you would find granite. Like a granite rock way to be uneven and all that. Okay, the thing you sent me. It could work, but I don't know if it would work with this type of pigment. And I don't know if it would work for what I have planned for this part. Which, and now that this is actually dry, it looks so damn good. It's not professional, and there's people who can do so much better, but it looks so good. I'm very happy with this. Getting some red to the mixture now. Oh. Yeah, those panelings, I guess it's fine if I leave them like that. I could paint them to lighter. I might actually do that. Whether or not they kind of stand out a bit from the rest of it. It's not too late to do that because the color is still wet on my palette. Which isn't really a palette, it's just the holder that the paints came in for the box for Christmas. A little plastic with little divots, and it works really well in keeping the paints from mixing. Also does add a little bit of camo onto the front of this, to the top, so it's not so basic. Alright. Now for what I've been putting off this entire time, the faces. I'm not going to do a whole lot of detail on them because they're very hard to get to. So we're going to go for my small little starter brush. Try to get some of this crap off of it. That's not going to happen today. And let's get some flesh. Still not really mixed all that well. For these guys, I'm not really too worried about getting a whole lot of detail on their faces. I'm not even bothering to really water it down. Which is blasphemy, I know. But I don't have a whole lot to do, so there's no point in wasting a lot of paint for a little bit of nothing. Plus, with the wash, it'll come out looking decent anyways. The brush kinda wet, and it'll look much better when I paint. Do using multiple washes is not that big of a deal because you just gotta be smart about your washes. That is about all I'm going to be able to get for that. Next, for the hardest part, because it involves technique and I'm not very good. And I keep hitting this I gotta rewatch part of this back in Twitch VR. I'm gonna get so motion sick. Oh, my back. But I am going to need to put blaster marks on this thing. Or blast marks. So the easiest way... It'd just be funny. The easiest way I can think of doing it is getting like the black here that kind of like fans out and is a little dry brushed on. And then in the center have the silver. And my supper might also be ready soon. So many text messages. Okay, let's just start responding back. So, let's get the good black, Abaddon black. So that is going to get me an actual dark, not blue tinted black. It's going to look great for scorching. And to answer your question, Joka, because I am a glutton for punishment. Wait a bit. Oh, actually, what I should do. And then hit dry brush. Big old dry brush. Just a bit more black paint and then dry brush it. You can't really see it on the camera, but that does actually kind of look a little cool. I might spread the silver a little bit further. Yeah, nice little scorch mark on there. And it doesn't even need to look great. It just needs to look real, decent enough. I'm gonna have to get that over with some Nuln Oil. Oh, I should close that because I'm done with it. Gotta drag it. I gotta drag it, which means I need a little bit of water. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drag it. Huh. That actually kind of worked out. Alright, later, Saber. See you when you get home. Or talk to you when you get home, I should say. I got focused, so I almost didn't see it. A little bit more on the underside. I'm not upset with that. It doesn't look great, but it does look halfway decent. Let's add a little bit silver to the end again. And we've got some pretty good looking stuff. Now all that's left, besides the heavy flamer, to give it a wash. I don't... Oh wait, I didn't do anything on the bulldozer, which I should. I also realized I forgot to do the Imperial symbol. So do those real quick. And then it's on for the wash. Alright. This... Oh, that smells good. Supper smells good. It's like a roast, and I don't know what else we're having, but it smells delicious. Alright. Yep. The brass of the Retributor armor is going to look better for the symbols, I think. This is the one thing that they really care for, so it is going to stand out. It is the symbol of the Imperial Guard. And except for on Stealth Up, guys, it is just out there. But a little bit too far over. This one. It actually kind of almost has a gold look to it, which not bad. And the sign of the symbol of the Emperor is pretty well gold anyways. He is the God Emperor, the man, the human god, the one above all sort of thing, who delivers us from the demons and the heretics. He does have one on his cap, too. Sounds like the table is being set. Doesn't mean supper's ready yet, though. Actually, I guess stuff's going in the microwave. Alright. Oh, gotta stand again. Ooh. Oh, my legs. Oh, my legs. Alright. Alright, let's start for the wash. And then it's cleanup time. So, starting, we've got Nolan oil. That is going on the metal. Because it is meant to have a bit of a darker tone, and it's usually what's used to make gunmetal. At least shading-wise. It's meant to give it sort of like a natural sheen, I guess. Just go a little bit over with my dry brush, which I know this is not what it's for, but it does help pick up some of the bits that just stick in there. Because doing this, yeah, they're gonna just kind of stick in there. And Canucket, I think this is what you were hoping for. It's not dry brushing it, but the shading actually makes it look like graded metal. Again, they'll be sexies, and I'll send them over. Yeah, besides the heavy flamer, I think we got everything, and everything's going to look really good once the wash is good and dry. It's absolutely going to have this nice rustic look to it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She looking like a beaut. I think this brush is getting a little too dirty and wet. All that dry brushing. And this is just the Nuln Oil. I have 2 other shades I gotta use too. This should have dried up. Should help to get some of this stuff off without leaving it and making it streaky. Alright. I think one little wash over the gun with the Nuln Oil. Which may not do much because it is a very dark anyway, but who knows. Yeah, no, I've got to use the earth on it. Alright, next for the treads. And for the men. That's fine. Just working on a little bit of the wash right now. Making the treads look good and dirty. Oh yeah, now they definitely look like they've been through hell. Oh, nice. Alright. Now time to give the dudes their wash down. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate the camera's pretty blurry, but you make do with what you can, eh? Right, last guy. And like I said, I'll take pictures. Scorch marks on it too. I actually think I did a pretty good job. All of this in just 3 hours. Yeah. They can hear you too. I've got a mic right here. The wash doesn't really want to be picked up on that, so let's just get this dirty. This is obviously where a lot of the dirt is going to get picked up. I clearly don't want to wash too much of it off. That was my mother, by the way. Not as invested in my stuff as, other people's mothers, but, she's still supportive. In her own way. And last thing that needs good bit of that is the cannon. Obviously, the cannon is going to be one dirty sumbitch. Obviously not that dirty, but oh right, and the bottom of the treads. Almost forgot to put the bottom of the treads. All right. So I'm going to leave this to dry. I'll be ending the stream here, and I will be coming back later. I will be doing some Skyrim. So, later, everybody. See you later, Joka. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you, Canucket. And we'll catch everybody later on today, and we'll catch everybody tomorrow. Bye.